We have another amazing 1961 Pontiac. This is the original muscle car. This is the, believe it or not, they call this the mid-size body with the big engine. Just a few days ago, we posted a 61 Bonneville, and I bragged about how extremely rare that car was with the 348 horsepower, tri-power, 4-speed, 8 lugs, posi rear end. And I knew we had this one in the works as well. This is a car just like it, Bonneville being the top of the line, 7 inches longer. This is the Ventura, so it's a little more basic, but it's the smaller muscle car version. It is amazing that we have one of these. It's almost unbelievable that we have two of these right now, because they only made about 1,325 of those motors total in 1961 Pontiacs. They made over 250,000 389 motors altogether, and about 1,300 of them were the high horsepower 348 tri-power motors. They actually offered 10 versions of the 389, this being the headliner, the top dog. So this is the real muscle car. You can Google it. There's articles written about the 61 Ventura bubble top with that engine. This is it. This is an extremely rare car. And it's been body off frame, nut and bolt restored. Pontiac Historical documented. The original motor, the unit number on that engine matches the Pontiac paperwork. Just an incredible piece sitting here, which I got a lot to tell you about. Go to volocars.com too if you just want to take your time and look at over 100 pictures top to bottom, look at the documentation, read the story. That's also where you'll find a price tag along with a monthly finance option on every car we sell. That's at volocars.com. If you enjoy the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, click on the bell icon. You'll be notified when the next video is posted. But for right now, join me. Let's go for a spin. I'm going to grab the folder. This goes with the car. You can send in right to Pontiac Historical. They have it on their microfilm, how the cars were ordered new. So you pay them, you give them the VIN number, and they look it up. So they verified that that's the motor that came with this car. They verified it was born the 348 horsepower tri-power with a 4-speed, with a posi, 8-lug wheels in these colors. You know, it's really wild. The other one we have is the opposite. It's the red with the white roof. So pretty cool. So there's also restoration receipts in here. It was done around 2003. It looks like it was done a year ago. It was done that nice and just carefully used since then. Body was off the frame. They sandblasted the entire chassis, painted it. It's all smooth. It's not even pitted. The floors are immaculate, all clean, smooth metal, all the seams and spot welds and braces, rockers, immaculate metal under there. They painted the firewall white and whatever overspray drifted underneath there, and then from there back is black. That's how the factory would have done it. And then every component was rebuilt. All of the suspension was rebuilt. All the steering was rebuilt. It has the correct factory type dual exhaust going all the way back. Looks like they used the original gas tank is still in the car. I'm sure it was cleaned and checked. There's no issues with it. The brakes, these are the 8-lug wheels. That center of the wheel, the hub, is actually the brake drum. And I just read that those were superior brakes. They're on Pontiac only, and they were superior to all the other brakes that were being used in GM cars. You look up at the motor, it's all spotless, the starter, all that's super clean. It has a Muncie 4-speed transmission in it now. It's an original 4-speed car. It's not the original transmission. It is a Muncie. It's all clean. The shift linkage is all nice. It's a Hurst linkage. It does have the original safety track. That's what Pontiac calls their posi, rear end in the back. So underneath the show car. The body is amazing. This is the bubble top. Only offered 1 year on the Pontiac. I think they offered it 2 years on the Chevy, but 1 year on the Pontiac. So this has this bubble roof. This is in mint shape. This is absolutely pristine. I love these little tail fins. This is laser beam straight. I don't know if I've ever seen a white car polished this smooth and glossy. It's like white glass, literally. No bubbles, no issues, no body work showing, no bumps, no bruises, no cracking. I mean, I see nothing to complain about. See how this does. Yeah, sweetheart. All lines up beautifully. All clean metal, straight. The gaps are precise. Absolutely pristine body. No issues, no dents, no waves. This is better paint than when it left the factory. The body's pristine. The paint is literally white glass. I don't see a chip. It's very possible I missed something, but I don't see a flaw. I really don't. So all the chrome and stainless, it's all been restored up here. These big grills, all redone. The bumpers show quality. It's like a mirror. The side moldings are straightened and polished. Windshield's crystal clear. That's been replaced. It does look like the original antennas broke off. The bottom of the wiper base right here is nice. All this chrome and stainless is buffed and polished and straight. The door handles, this here, looks like it's painted silver in the middle there. They replaced the rear window, so that during restoration, that glass is replaced as well. In back, the taillights, the bumper, it's all pristine. Pocatello Motors. So that's where it was sold new. Now, 8-lug wheels, they're in mint condition, and it has some Coker Classic white walls. Still has the nubs on the tread. They've hardly been driven on. So the outside of the car, I would say, is like new, but it's actually better than new. That paint wasn't that good in 1961. Let's check out the inside, show you that motor. All right, let's see what a brand new trunk looks like in a 61 Pontiac. So under the trunk lid's painted beautifully. Does look like it's missing the trunk light. The jam's painted slick, the rubber's new. And you can see the inside of the trunk compartments, all pristine metal, painted white. It's the red and gray liner kit with the tire cover. And best in class trophy at Ames Performance Pontiac Nationals. This car is worthy of the best collections in the world. This is a piece that any serious collection of muscle cars should have in it. Or if it's going to be your only car, this is one to have. So the door jambs are pristine, the rubber sill plates, all that's replaced. Door panels are in absolutely mint condition. Armrests look good, the handles and cranks all look real nice. The steering wheel's restored. See the clear plastic, very expensive. That's all redone. The padded dash was sent out to Just Dashes, professionally redone. So all the metals painted beautifully, all the chrome, the knobs, the heater controls, all of this is in pristine shape. Quartz movement in the clock. Interior lights work. Kick panels are mint. Carpets are mint. Has the Pontiac reproduction mats. Hurst 4-speed. Remember, it's an original 4-speed car. Got a cool gas pedal. Even up under the dash, everything's like new. Correct tricolor upholstery in excellent shape. Everything in back looks brand new as well. The back shelf, the armrest. The headliner has the stars. I thought that was cool. You look up at the stars. Working dome light. Looks like they're original visors. They're a little different color, and this one's coming apart a little bit. So the visors are the only thing inside this car that doesn't look brand new. So it is the 389. They had a tri-power with 318 horsepower. This is the 348 horsepower. So there's 3 carburetors underneath there. It's like 10 3/4 to 1 compression, I believe. You'll hear the cam when we back this thing out in a minute. It is the original motor. There's a unit number on here that only matches the Pontiac paperwork. And it matches. This is the motor that came with the car. So all the components are right. It's pretty basic, pretty simple. You know, the finishes are beautiful. Has this vacuum can. I think that has to do, well, I know it has to do with the vacuum controlled carburetors. With the cam that's in there, it needed a little extra vacuum reserve. Radiator, shroud, clamps, fuel filter, everything looks right. Spring clamp cables. Does have power steering and power brakes. Cadmium plated booster. Got the hood insulation. So it is pristine. Just close your eyes and listen to that idle. You would think of a GTO. Listen to that Lopi cam. Rev it up, you hear the exhaust and you hear all three carburetors opening up and sucking in all that air. That's all a motor really is, a big old air pump. The quicker you move air through it, the more power you got. So like I said in the beginning, you should Google 61 Pontiac Ventura. I was doing a little of that myself. There was a Hemmings article, and I quote, they say it's considered one of the most beautiful automobiles of the post-war era. And again, they went on to talk about how gorgeous. There's a Motortrend article in reference to 61 Ventura, creating what many in the Pontiac faithful believe is one of the most beautiful designs ever to roll off the assembly line. Street Muscle magazine did an article named Muscle Cars You Should Know, the 1961 Pontiac Ventura Bubble Top. Several of the articles say 64 GTO was given credit as the first muscle car, but this here technically fits all the criteria. This is arguably the first muscle car. There can't be but a handful of these in the country, and I doubt there's one nicer than this one, and fully documented. This is it. This is worthy of Jay Leno's collection. Go to volocars.com, talk to the salesman. They'll help answer your questions. They'll help get it delivered to your door. They'll help you finance it at volocars.com. If you enjoy the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the bell icon. You'll be able to see the videos as they're posted. Thanks for watching. Is that one 20 minutes?